Well, there goes that idea.
You guys have 10 grand I can borrow? I'm Megan, and this is my husband, Beau, and our daughter, Beckett. Join us on our journey as we relocate our family to raw land in beautiful northeastern Washington. Watch as we start from scratch and build the life we desire. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Let me show you what we got going here. So, threw a weld on this side, then threw some weld in here, and did a vertical there, and then we'll come and weld these two sides, and that's probably going to be good. There's not going to be hardly any lateral loads on this, so I'm not going to go too crazy and welding out each side of the inside flange. I don't have a die grinder, so if I make a mistake, there's no fixing it in there. And I'd rather just leave it, because again, there's not going to be that many or that much lateral load, so it's not going to want to twist or break anyways. I'm using 7018 wire. I couldn't get the inner shield to work. Again, I haven't ran it that much. I'm probably just not good at it. But I don't believe, and don't quote me on this, but I don't believe it's good for a vertical position. Maybe it is, maybe I just can't weld it correctly. But anyways, I could get it to work. Switched over to some stick, 7018, you can never go wrong with it. I think that'll wrap this up. I should be done in about half hour. I'm gonna throw probably one more angle, or not angle, but gusset on this beam, tying it into that wall. And I may just put one on the bottom of this over there as well to give it a little more lateral or horizontal support. Right now it's just SDS'd into the wall, which is the same system that is used on these glue lamps carrying the entire floor. There's actually one more per side than what the Simpson hanger had. It's probably plenty, but when you have, you know, a 600-pound steel beam that's going to be above your family for the next 15, 20 years, probably better make sure it's secured correctly. So I'm gonna throw a couple more in there. We'll give it a mechanical stop on the bottom, just a piece of angle. It'll be this way, and I'll weld that in too. So should have this wrapped up here this morning, Saturday morning. We're gonna try to get the rest of the floor joists hung, which shouldn't take long, and then the sheathing down, the floor sheathing, and hopefully we can frame that upstairs wall tomorrow. And then I gotta leave for work all week and come back and finish the upstairs framing. A lot going on. I just wanted to say, a couple of you have asked, you know, why we have this scissor lift, or why are you paying for it, or do you have a lot of money because you have a bunch of equipment. The scissor lift with these 18-foot ceilings was a no-brainer for me. These scissor lifts are cheap. They're like, I think I pay $400 a month for it. So if I have it for 3 months, that's $1,200. If I fall off a ladder once and I'm out for 3 months, that kills our entire house build. So it wasn't really, do we have the money to do it? We just kind of looked at it as we didn't have another option. So if you're building something like this, you're gonna have a concrete floor, you have tall ceilings, you're gonna be working on heights, I'd say get it in your budget. Like I said, they're pretty inexpensive at $400 a month. They're actually, I think it's $200 a week too. So, you know, if you only need it for a couple times and you have the ability to go get it, it's cheap for the safety that it provides. So there's that on the scissor lift. Yeah, you might take a tumble. Gotta get a measurement here, so I know where to put this glue lamp. 183 exactly. 15.3. Come on, come on. Oh, come on. Oh! So I love about a Fat Max. We transferred this mark over here. Wow, that probably made you sick. Transfer this mark here. So our glue lamp will go across there into a hanger. And the reason we had to do that is these TJIs were only designed to span from this wall to that wall. So this extra 5 feet is beyond what the span chart will allow. Probably be fine, but we've got the material to do it correctly, so we might as well do it right. So, like I said, I'll throw this glue lamp up. Actually, I'll throw this bracket up first, get that welded on. In case you guys are doing anything like this, Simpson does make some brackets that are weld-on brackets. You just have to specify. If you get into the Simpsons catalog, it's like 600 and some pages. I went and visited with my local lumber yard, and they came up with a couple things, gave me some options, so I looked into the Simpson catalog at that point. And like I said, you just got to find any bracket that has weld-on capability. Obviously, you can use for welding, but they aren't cheap and they're usually special order. So think out your project. If you can get away with a different connection, I'd probably recommend it, but it is an option if you need it. Got my lines transferred over. Here's our weld-on bracket. It'll go like so. Waiting for Megan Lee to get back with some welding rod. Get this baby tacked up. It's a glue lamp across. I'm actually just going to make one. I've got some 2x12 left over. So we'll put some 2x12, two 2x12s sandwiched with a piece of 1/2 inch ply in between, and then it'll get regular top hangers here, top hangers on the other side, and then I've got some weld-on hangers to catch the TJIs on that side. So we're getting closer. We should have all this hung today, assuming she can get me some welding rod.
You want to test the width?
Oh, it's just barely off. You have a tape? That should be fine. Three and a half.
3 and 9/8.
We don't have time for this. Come on. Might as well stick her in there one more time. All my friends have a low rider.
How do you connect it on that side?
Good question.
Haven't decided yet?
Nope.
Oh.
I'll have to buy some straps. When you're welding, let's say you're going this way, you want to keep it a little tilted towards the way you're going. And then make sure you keep it basically at a 45 between the two. This one, since this metal is thinner, it'll be more straight up and down. You don't have to worry too much about it. Just straight up and down, little tilted forward, and just go slow. Okay? I'm gonna go for a couple inches so you can see, and then you can back. Tip your head down, and yours automatically changes. So as soon as the light gets bright, you can start. Mine doesn't. So I gotta get ready. Come a little closer so you can see. It's not gonna hurt you. Put your other foot over there. Because you're gonna wanna be about right here. Okay? So, put that in there, and you're gonna kinda wanna scratch it.
Whoa.
Nice, Doctor. So, if it sticks, and it sticks there and you can't get it, just pull this and pull the gun off, because this will stay. Does that make sense?
Just pull that.
Yeah, I know. If you can't get the rod off, pull this lever, because if you don't, this rod will heat up red hot. It's not a big deal.
I can't get it. Oh, I scratched it.
That's kind of an old school way of welding, but it works good, it's easy. Good job, Mama.
Water soaked. I think you just like having that. The scissor lift.
Not difficult, it shouldn't be without it.
Yes, you lifted 40-foot TJIs without a scissor lift.
Oh.
It's so warm in the shop. Every time I come back in here, my safety glasses fog up.
I told those people why we have it.
The scissor lift?
Yes.
Why do we have the scissor lift?
Because
to make my husband's
if I
life easier.
I'm out for 3 months, that's way more money than $400 a month for this thing.
True. True.
And then you and Beckett are living on the street.
What do you mean? I can't build it all by myself?
I've been waiting and no progress. Figure out how to meet the code of enough insulation in that roof, and then figure out a way to pay for it.
How is this not, what is this doing for insulation?
How are you going to insulate that if you take that out?
The roof.
What roof?
Yeah, the ceiling, the roof, and then drywall it.
It's not enough insulation.
Why? So that whole thing's gonna be full of insulation?
Up here, you'll have 2 feet of insulation on top of it.
On top of these?
Yeah.
Even with the spray foam, it's not enough on the roof?
Yeah. But it's $10,000 more with spray foam.
Just for those 2 panels?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. I already have them priced it.
That's crazy. Well, there goes that idea. You guys have 10 grand I can borrow?
Let's do the barbecue.
Yeah. The smoker.
Okay.
We're smoking some chili tonight. Ooh, you got it really dirty. Right, we're about to finish our floor. We have, we think 5 sheets to put down. Then we can chalk line.
This one's gonna be a bear.
It's gonna be a bear.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta get in that groove and in that groove.
Oh. Why don't I just cut that one?
Man.
So you're gonna have to get the saw. We're talking about this one right here.
What is the back for? What is the back for?
This?
This
part?
Yeah.
It's to take nails out with.
Oh. What is
This part you put nails in with. This part you take them out with.
When I was little, I used to have that one. I knocked it in this one.
Oh, good job.
It'll only go to this one, and I don't want that, and then just,
Weird, yeah.
so we'll go 80 and an 80.
Oh. You do that?
So tight. Oh man, this view is so nice.
Whoa, look at those gooey spots. That's gooey. That's, look. Ow, 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 ow. Whoa, look at that water line. That's a gooey water line. You got to. Wow! Take it to the grill, Mama! Take it to the grill! Do it, Mama, do it!
Back that way.
Yeah.
Try to hit that corner, and then we'll nail that corner.
Okay.
Lay your hammer up on that. 2, 3. Yeah.
Whoa!
You knocked him over.
Oh. I'm sorry, Mama.
You want him into this too?
Like this. That would be like that. And these were the pieces for here. And this one go like here or here. Are you almost getting this done, Mom?
What, honey?
Are you almost getting this done?
Sure is. That's the floor.
Oh, let's eat lunch. I'm starving.
I'm starting to.
Me too.
Alright, let's go. To the scissor lift.
All right, here goes nothing. We're gonna start framing the upstairs. We got the floor done, cut,